Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Where are we off to this morning?
We're doing a ship tour. Now, we've had this opportunity many times, but we've never taken advantage of it, being platinum still. Yeah, it'd be nice. I'm interested in how the ship runs.
Yeah,
This
behind the
ship,
scenes, yeah.
the Norwegian Jewel. So why not see one of this class, one of the gem classes?
Yeah, so we're interested to check it out. So we'll do as much recording as we can. I know it's restricted in places, so it might just be some still photos, but yeah, I'm going to enjoy it. Come along with us. And have you ever done this before? What do you think? Off we go. Behind the scenes tour. It's going to be galley, I think laundry and theatre.
There you go.
So it's a reduced one, but it is free. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So the galley is located behind Azura restaurant. It's huge. It really is sizable, and it's in like a shotgun style. So everything starts at one end, and you have all these different kitchens and prep areas. There's a prep area for soups. There's a dedicated kitchen area. If you have any special requirements, dietary needs that are produced there, so it's completely separate. There's no cross-contamination. They have a room service area where all the food is prepped and then sent out. They even have their own bar in there for that particular reason too. Alright, so the head sous chef is giving us a rundown of the runnings of the hierarchy of the kitchen and stuff like that. Now we're going to go down and look at the dishwashing area. And yeah, it's a little hard to hear because it's very noisy in here, but interesting. Yes, with all those meals being served and all the plates coming back, this was a sizable dishwashing area. Quite incredible. So it's really interesting to see the sort of the behind the scenes. The sous chef here was showing what everyone has to wear. It's very regimented down there, and how the food is produced, how it looks. Everything is just has to be exact. There's no variations whatsoever. They are not allowed to deviate from what a plate of food should look like. And here's the service area where the food is produced and the waiters come and pick it up. Just on the galley. I think next we're off to... Where are we off to next? Laundry. Actually, the next stop is going to be the theatre. So off we go. Behind the scenes in the theatre just basically gave us a bit of background about how the shows are produced and the team involved. Then we were just taking a look at one of the dressing areas here at the forward part of the ship. Very interesting, but no pictures unfortunately.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the main laundry.
Definitely interesting to see all the machinery they used here. Quite a compact area. Really love this machine. I think everybody needs one of these towel folding machines. Quite incredible, simple, but everyone was quite like, wow, look at that. So yeah, that's how your towels are folded. Alright, that was the behind the scenes tour finished. Now we're off to get a little later breakfast. It's just after 9. We're going to head to the Tsar's Palace aft, meet up with Sarah and get our little breakfast on. Get the day started. Definitely need a coffee. So back into the Tsar's Palace. This was a slightly different menu. I think menu number 3. It had huevos rancheros and loaded potatoes on. So yeah, plenty of choice and all the usuals.
Oh yes.
Nice cup of coffee, can't beat that. And yeah, I went with the huevos rancheros. It was very good, very, very good indeed. Loaded potatoes, slightly different, with some hash.
For midship,
Alright,
as well as
the door has been cleared.
Once again,
Everyone can now get off and go to enjoy beautiful Aruba, which is where we're going to do now that we've finished our lovely breakfast.
remember to have with you your guest key
Come
card.
join us. Alright, we are off the Jewel and we are heading down into Aruba now. We're going to get some towels. They are available. I think we've steamed up. One sec. We have towels here, so they're available outside to pick up. Plan 1 is to find a taxi or some form to get to the beach. So So as you come off the ship in the actual little port area itself, you'll find some little shops and everything like that. So you've got your souvenirs, your t-shirts with Aruba on and whatnot. But it's, you know, it's air conditioned, so a little spot before you get off and go out into the real world and get a taxi. Come out, taxis are to the left, buses and city centre to the right, and everything's very well signposted. So let's go and check out. They've got a price board here for the taxis, so we can go and take a little look see. So we've got Eaglebeach's, these are prices per taxi. Okay.
Per person?
No, per taxi.
Per taxi.
So Eagle, high-rise hotels, low-rise, San Nicolas, Surfside, Rashi Beach,
And it's in that parking lot area.
All right, so we got a little taxi. We're going to do it $15 for the taxi. So the drive out from the port, the nearest beach, I don't know, but Eaglebeach is only like 5 minutes or so away. I think that's the one we're going to be hitting up today. So literally 5-6 minute journey to Eaglebeach, taxi $15. He said on the way back, you'll see on the road here, it has taxi written in the parking spaces. There'll be taxis waiting here. He said opposite the children's play area and the bar there. And he said, just make sure you're dry and not sandy, and you shouldn't be able to have any problems getting a taxi back. So, good to know. Super clean car. The roads are very modern. It's a modern island, and super safe. Lovely. Let's go check out this beach. So here's the bar, Coco Loco. There's always a breeze on Aruba, apparently, or wind, water point. But yeah, it does feel, it's 10 o'clock in the morning now. Well, actually it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and it does feel pretty hot. So, seems quite nice. Let's go and check it out. A nice bar. See if people have brought their own chairs, because I think everything here is quite expensive. We're probably going to find out. There's a vendor over there. I guess we can go and check out some prices.
Yeah.
It's a pretty beach. Definitely not busy. Sand is powdery sand, quite soft there.
Quite fluffy, a little deep. So if you don't walk in the sand, you'll notice it.
So they want $65 for three chairs and one umbrella. We're going to see how much they want, if it makes a big difference to get two.
I think it's 50.
Yeah.
Two chairs, umbrella. I think
we can do that, because we're not going to be using all three all the time. All right, so we've decided to go ahead with renting 2 chairs and 1 umbrella from Coco Loco. I guess the beach bar also has this concession, and yeah, we get the 2 umbrellas. I mean, we get the 2 chairs and that. We'll probably use it for a little while, but they won't do anything. It's like just one set price. They're not going to come off for a couple of hours or anything like that. So, guy was drinking a Coors Light from the bar. I said, how much is that? It's $10 basically for just a regular can of beer. But Aruba is known for being a little expensive. Certainly more expensive than some of the other Caribbean islands. So, it is what it is. You're here to enjoy it, and it's beautiful. So, do it how you want. Alright, well, we are going water mode now. So let's go and see what's happening. It's not as clear as yesterday at Catalina Island, but it's certainly a beautiful colour. Let's see what it's like. Try it out, aren't we?
Yeah. Try it out.
Sand feels good. Really soft. It says 83 on the Apple Watch. So we're all trying to get in. It's very nice, though. It's quite refreshing. Just got to get used to it. A little bit of acclimatisation. But, you know, lovely. So we really think that Eaglebeach does tick all the boxes. There's somewhere to eat, cold drinks, toilet facilities, sun lounges for rent, or you could be crafty and bring your own little chairs. That would be better. Yeah, it ticks all the boxes. I think it's a definite if you're looking for a beach experience in Aruba. I think it would be too cloudy to snorkel today. I don't really see, you might be able to see something, but I'm not sure this is the right beach for snorkeling. I think there are others, Baby Beach and everything is meant to be very good, but that's much further away. So after a couple of hours, we called it a day, packed up our things, took one final look at this beautiful beach, and headed back to the taxi. Got one, not too much of an issue, and yeah, before we knew it, back at the port. Well, that was a fun little cab ride. That was sort of spontaneous. A whole group of us were just there waiting for cabs, and this guy was like, okay, I'll run you down, $5 a head, so that was great. And it was fun. It was like a cash, what was it, a cash cab or whatever you call it, where it's like asking questions, and we were answering them about the population of Aruba, how many visitors come each year, and we had to guess the answers. That was a bit of a giggle. Anyway, we're back at the port. It's the Jewel. We're going to come back, freshen up a little bit before we head out and check out the town. So yeah, doing a double whammy today. Beach in the morning, town in the afternoon. So far it's been a success. We've got some clouds coming over, which actually is rather nice because that sun is UV 11, I think. Anyway, it's cool. So back on the ship, take 2. Alright, so this time we get to eat on the other side of Sheehan's. That's the bar. Hi! I haven't even made it to this bar yet. I feel like we should. Hi! Hello! Come down here. Table 50. Lovely. Thank you so much. Alright, bit of cob with the blue cheese. We've got a little pretzel roll, courtesy of Sarah. And Mel's gone with a cheeseburger, classic cheeseburger with all the things. Anyway, nice meal at Sheehan's, a little lunch. Now we're going to go back out to Aruba and explore the town.
Oh, yes.
Yes, a little squirt. Thank you. All washed up, ready to start round 2 of Aruba adventures. Looking forward to it, actually. It's lightly sprinkling, the rain has moved through, so it's actually cooler, certainly cooler than it was earlier. So let's see how it works out. It'll be fun. Alright, so this way we'll get to the city centre, car rentals and tour buses. So that's basically come out the port and take the right turn, and that will get you there. It's signposted to town. So right next to the port, if you come out through the gates, you have all these little vendors here, their little shops, selling very similar to what you have in the port, probably a little bit more variety. A lot of it's covered up because it just showered. So yeah, but this is just like the beginning area, but I think further down is like more into the town, and there's a lot more options in there too. The stroll into town is super easy, and you'll find a multitude of different shops, great for souvenirs, t-shirts, hats, that sort of thing, at very good prices actually, and as well as some sort of very recognisable names as well. So we did this for a little bit, we strolled around, we did some shopping, we took in all the sights, and just enjoyed the walk. Seems like they pick up some of the boats from here, maybe on some of the tours. And we're going to go and check out over there, I think.
It's over there. It's in front of that casino right there.
Enjoying this little marina area. In fact, I don't know if you can make it out, but there's this great big pufferfish down there. That was fun to watch. We love looking at like local wildlife and stuff. So he was just hanging out. And then on the rocks, there was quite a large crab actually. So we were checking him out too. More stalls here. Similar stuff. They're having a bit of a rainy day today. And then we have Louis Vuitton next to a casino. Ralph Lauren, Prada. Maybe they're hoping that you're going to win big in there and then just come out and spend all your money on all the Cartier, Gucci items. All that wandering around was thirsty business, so we stopped at the Paddock Bar and Grill. It's got a beautiful view, good prices. We had a couple of little cheeky beverages, and which were very nice as well. I tried out a local beer, locally brewed beer, Magic Mango. It's delightful. Great little place. It was a little bit before it got busy, so we had the place pretty much to ourselves, but absolutely lovely. Very nice indeed, very unique. Just next to the paddock is a place called Lucy's, which we didn't actually stop for the bar, but has wonderful t-shirts. You should check them out. Right, so we've done some local shopping, got the t-shirt, got a hat, got a car sticker. We had a local beer. What else is left? Local ice cream maybe? Let's go check it out. We're going to try this place. What one are we going to get? Don't know. Let's go in and see. What are you getting? I don't know. Fundraising's very good. Very nice. $5. 2 balls. What do you think? It's good. All right, heading back to the ship now. It's 4:30 in the afternoon. I heart Aruba sign in reverse. So once back on board, we quickly got showered and changed. We were exhausted, out on all the elements all day, so we head to the Azura restaurant and we tried that out for the first time. The menus are always the same whether you eat in the main restaurants, either one of them, so don't expect anything different. Tonight's menu was very nice. We tried to choose something a little bit different, and it was all very flavourful and very nice. It came out quickly, and everything that needed to be hot was hot. Service, of course, was impeccable, and we just took a very leisurely dinner. We didn't rush, we had nowhere to go, nothing planned for the evening except enjoying our meal and just talking about the day. And then we had decided that didn't feel up to doing anything else, so once we consumed this beautiful meal, we decided to call it a night and strolled back to the room, and that was it. Great day though, fantastic day, loved it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Daily wrap time.
Daily wrap time. It is indeed. Well, yesterday was
Aruba Day.
Aruba.
Yeah, Aruba. Have you been?
T-shirts.
Have you been to Aruba? It's different climate. It's
It's our first time there, so it was interesting to see it. We only got to see a tiny part of it though, but there was a lot of it looked very arid.
a little bit different from that Florida weather. So, but still very hot. They're all hot, all the islands, so they're similar. I think most people would find that.
Yeah.
So you go out of the ship basically and you turn left. There's a pile of taxis that just take you where you want to go. They're smaller, household, more normal
Yeah.
type
Just regular
vehicle,
cars,
not
yeah.
so commercial. Might be a van or two, but they look like normal cars. So
And it's all listed there. It's all in dollars, US dollars.
it's literally at the steps. But when you come out of the ship, there's a go-through building, metal, small building, but it's loaded with
Little shops and stuff.
yeah, there's a lot to buy in that one little building.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go far, there's shirts galore, hats, all kind of things, right?
Yeah, I think there was free Wi-Fi there because I saw a lot of people sitting down on their phones, so I'm assuming that's what they were hanging out for.
There was a couple American restaurants, Cinnabon, if those who remember that. And there was a Sbarro pizza type thing there for like the malls.
Yes.
We didn't go, but it was there. I was like, oh wow, mall stuff.
So anyway, we then popped into the taxi and we went off to Eaglebeach, which was about a 5-6 minute journey by car. The roads are very modern. You drive on the right hand side, and there was only one ship in. We were the only ship in, and they can have up to 6. So the traffic was minimal, but I can imagine with a full load of ships, the traffic would be pretty bad coming back to and from the port. But Eaglebeach was no problem at all to get there. There's some taxi stands just outside, just a little bit off from the beach, and the taxi driver told us to wait there and taxis will turn up to take us back. But we went down to the beach, and there's a beach bar there called Coco Loco, or Loco Coco, or Coco Loco.
Coco Loco. you know, it's a wood building with people serving some food and drinks, so there is something there. Now, if you're facing the beach from the taxi, if you go to your left, there's Edgewater Restaurant, which is up in that hotel, so there is another resource there. And to the right, I saw a palapa type roof, so you can walk off left or right and find other amenities.
Yes.
So,
a lot of people there was some natural shade from trees. Seemed like a lot of the locals, or maybe people who were vacationing there, you know, had brought their own chairs down and were like sitting under that. It is a public beach, and you can put your towel down anywhere you want. No one's going to tell you otherwise. But if you want to hire a chair, beach chair, and you know, an umbrella, it's going to be a little bit up there. So we did, and as I said in the film, you know, it was $50 for
pretty high.
2 chairs and an umbrella.
So it's a plastic lounger. I'm sure you've seen them by pools. They're white, hard plastic.
Yeah, nothing, no like big foam on it or anything like that.
No.
So really basic. Did try to do a little deal and said, look, we're only going to be here for a couple of hours. Can you know, make it a little cheaper? And he was like, no, that's it. So it's like, oh, okay, so.
So American pricing.
Yeah, but you did need shade. It was really, the sun was very, very strong. Water, beautiful, a little brisk, again about 82 degrees, same as Catalina Island. Quite, well, very strong wind actually, but the water was beautiful. A little bit churned up so that it wasn't as crystal clear as it can be. They'd had some rains come through. I heard some of the people in the water talking about there'd been a lot of rain the night before or something like that. So, but beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We stayed there a couple of hours, and I think that was probably enough because we were beginning to get a little scorched, and there's, you know, not much else to do, and we wanted to have some extra time to go into town. So we did manage to find a taxi. We sort of came to the taxi stand and there was like no one around, like no taxis, and there was already a line of people, and they said they'd been waiting a little while. So as it happens, the van turned up, and he was just piling us all in, and it wasn't bad. It was nicely air conditioned. He was a fun gentleman. He told us a little bit about about Aruba, and it was $5 a head, so I thought that was pretty good. He got us back to the port, no problems whatsoever. And then it was time to get freshened up, get all the sand and seawater off before we headed out. We did grab a quick bite to eat on the ship.
Yeah, we went to Oceans again. Had lunch.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
Perfect, actually. Just grab a quick bite and then head back out into the town to have a little look around. We wanted to do some shopping, get some souvenirs, some t-shirts, you know, that sort of thing, and see what it had to offer, which we did.
Yeah, we went down the beach. If you come out from the ship area and go to the right, most of the town's to the right. But if you go slight left, I see under the trees there's a like flea market. So if you're looking for that market environment, the people aren't pushy here at all, though.
No, they're super chilled.
So if you go to the right, there's all kind of shops, literally, in nice buildings, and most of them have aircon. It's down the road, paved road. It's a busy little road, but there's walkways, and I noticed that they stop for you here. So pay attention when you cross, but make eye contact and get across the roadways in the walkways. You know, they're painted. There's a lot of shops, though. And then you can follow down on the waterfront. There's tons of restaurants and bars and things there, so I don't think you'll find it hard to find a place to hang out, have a drink, or shop, or get an ice cream or coffee. We saw all those type things.
Yeah,
so.
all within literally a 5 to 10 minute walk from the port. There's lots to do. And there's some really upscale shops as well if you want to do some Gucci or Versace.
We saw all that.
There's a casino there too.
There's a lot of casinos in Aruba, apparently. We didn't go in it, but there's a big pink building. You can't miss it. There's a lot going on in that big pink building.
So get out and explore and make your own little memories there. See what takes your fancy. Again, it is a hot place, so make sure you apply that sunscreen and drink lots of water. It was showering intermittently while we were walking around, so it made an even better excuse to pop into all those shops and have a little perusal, which we did. So yeah, it was great. We came back to the ship. it was a long port day, so we could have been out till 8:30 at night if we wanted. We did not. So we came back, we hung out for a little bit, went up to the mojito bar again, had a few little mojitos. And then it'd been a long day because we actually forgot to say, of course, that we did the behind the scenes tour in the morning. So Mel and I had been up since crack of dawn. We did all that, which of course you saw in the video. And then we, by the time we went to, what's that restaurant called? The one that we went to?
Azura.
Azura, that's the alternative main dining room, which this was the first time we'd been in there. And actually, it's smaller. Love the colour palette. It's very calming, it's soothing. It's blues and sort of greens and stuff like that. And it wasn't too busy when we went in. It was about 7:30 or whatever it was. And yeah, had a lovely meal as per usual. No complaints.
Just to mention about that tour, it was the Latitudes tour. So platinum or higher, 3 locations, as you saw, and check on that when you first board. If you're part of that platinum or higher, take the tour. It's half the stops as the paid one, but I think the paid one's like a lot of money.
Nearly just shy of $200, I think.
It's a lot of
for
money.
The paid one, yeah.
So it gives you an interesting perspective, as you saw, of what's behind the scenes. Some of the areas can be recorded, some can't.
That's right.
But it's quite entertaining. So just to note, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, guys.